Good morning, dear students. Today's topic is cells of immune system. Cells of immune system is otherwise called as immune cells. Immune cells are pluripotent stem cells. This pluripotent, why we call this as a pluripotent stem cells? Why? Because these cells of immune system can produce different types of cells. Means from these cells, there are so many cells produced. These pluripotent stem cells developed from bone marrow. Means this pluripotent stem cells is developed in the bone marrow. So this pluripotent stem cells is also called as hematopoietic stem cells. Hematopoietic stem cells. So cells of immune system, we call it as a hematopoietic stem cells. This hematopoietic stem cells is divided into two types. Myeloid stem cell, lymphoid stem cell. Myeloid stem cell and lymphoid. Myeloid stem cells consist of RBCs, platelets, neutrophils, basophils, eosinophils and monocytes. And lymphoid stem cells consist of B cells, T cells, etc. So, if we see in common, the cells of immune system is of three types: RBCs, WBCs and platelets. Except RBCs and platelets, all the remaining cells comes under WBCs. Except RBC and platelets, all the remaining cells comes under WBCs. WBCs is also called as leukocytes. WBC is also called as leukocytes. Leukocytes is again divided into two types: granulocytes and agranulocytes. Based on the granules in the cytoplasm, these WBCs are divided into granulocytes and agranulocytes. Granulocytes mainly comprises of three types of cells: basophils, eosinophils and neutrophils. And agranulocytes comprises of B cells, T cells, monocytes and null cells. Okay. So now we'll see in detail the granulocytes and agranulocytes. Granulocytes. Granulocytes are rich in granular material in the cytoplasm. These granulocytes will be having in the cell, in the cytoplasm, some granule-like substances are present in the granulocytes. These granular substances are mainly responsible to kill the microorganisms which enters into the cell. Any antigen if enters into the cell or microorganism, this granular material will be helpful in killing the microorganisms. These granulocytes will be having multi-lobed irregular nucleus. It will be having different lobes. Yes, different lobes, and the nucleus is irregular in shape. Based on the staining of this nucleus, these granulocytes are divided into three types: basophils, eosinophils and neutrophils. Basophils are stained with the basic dyes, eosinophils are stained with the acidic dyes and neutrophils are stained with the neutral dyes. Basophils are comprised of 2% of total WBC. And if we see eosinophils, it comprises of 2.5% of total WBC. Means if we consider total WBC, 2.5% of it is eosinophils and 2% of it is basophils. Whereas neutrophils, if you see, only 60 to 70%. So majority of the WBCs will be having these neutrophils. Coming to the basophils, nucleus will be having bilobed, eosinophils will be having bilobed and neutrophils will be having multilobed. Means so many lobes are present in the neutrophils. In basophils, histamine, serotonin in granules will be helpful in attacking the antigen when it enters into the cell. In case of eosinophils, histamines, aryl and sulfatases kills the parasitic organisms like protozoans and pathogens. Okay, and neutrophils, if we see, this helps in phagocytic attack. This neutrophils helps in phagocytic attack. These basophils will be having IgE receptors which are helpful in finding out. IgE receptors means the antibody receptors which is of IgE type, which is helpful in finding out the antigens which are showing the response towards this IgE antibodies. Okay, eosinophils will be having capacity that it can produce more eosinophils in the case where allergy occurs. If any allergy occurs, the eosinophils will be producing more eosinophils. Such condition we call it as eosinophilia. Okay, such condition we call it as eosinophilia. So coming to the neutrophils, neutrophils are produced in 7 million per minute. Neutrophils are produced 7 million per minute, and it is of 10 to 20 micrometer in diameter, and it is short-lived. So it is produced more and it is having short lifespan. These neutrophils will be divided into two types, primary granules and secondary granules. Primary granules will be having peroxidase, lysozyme and lytic enzymes in it to kill the microbes which comes in contact with the neutrophils. And secondary granules will have collagens, lactoferrin, lysozymes in it to kill the microbes which comes in contact with the neutrophils. So it is phagocytic and microbicidal. We can also call this neutrophils as phagocytic and microbicidal. Coming to the granulocytes. If you see, granulocytes are of B cells and T cells. So B cells, already we have discussed about B cells and T cells. B cells will be synthesized in bone marrow. At the fetus stage, B cells are synthesized in the liver, and later it enters into the bone marrow. In mammals, if we see, the B cells are synthesized till death in the bone marrow. In case of birds, B cells are synthesized in the bursa of Fabricus, and it is matured in the bursa of Fabricus. So B cells will be having B cell receptors in it. B cell will be having B cell receptors, that is immunoglobulins like IgM, IgD, IgZ, IgA and IgE. So it will be having different types of immunoglobulins on the surface of the B cell. On the surface of the B cell, these receptors are present. Okay. So at the resting stage of this B cell, IgD will be showing its function. When this B cell gets activated, this IgD will be lost. It will be lost. Plasma cells and memory cells, if we see, have receptors on membrane, will be having the capacity to present antigen to the cells. Receptors on the membrane of plasma cells and memory cells have the capacity to present antigen to the cells. Means it takes the antigens, the receptors on these membranes of plasma cells and memory cells takes the antigen to the immune cells. So these types of cells are called as APCs, antigen presenting cells. So the types of antigen presenting cells are CD40, CD45, CD35, CD21, CD80 and CD8 molecules are responsible for presenting the antigens to cells. So when antigen enters into the B cell either differentiate to plasma cell or it enters into the resting stage. It either present in the resting stage or it differentiate into the plasma cells. So when it differentiates the plasma cells, antibodies are produced. When it is present in the resting stage, B cell will be converted to memory B cell. So this memory B cell will be present in the body when antigen enters for the second time. For the second exposure, secondary exposure of the antigen will activate. Secondary exposure of the antigens will be activating the memory B cells to produce antibodies. Next, coming to the T cells. T cells are synthesized in the bone marrow and this matures in the thymus. So, as it is developing in the thymus more, it is named as T cells. T cells also has a surface receptors, means the receptors which are present on the plasma membrane or membrane of the T cells such as CD3, CD4, CD8 expresses these molecules. These receptors express this CD3, CD4, CD8 molecules. T cells have around 1 lakh receptor sites. T cells have around 1 lakh receptor sites per one single T cell. One T cell will be having 1 lakh receptor sites. So what are the subtypes of T cells? T cells are divided into 4 types. T helper cells 1, type 1, T helper cells type 2, T cytotoxins and T suppressors. So these are the 4 types of T cells. If we see the type 1 is T helper cells type 1 interacts with the phagocytes and destroys pathogens in cells. This interacts with the phagocytes and destroys pathogens in cells. If we see the type 2, TH2, T helper type 2 cells interacts with the B cells and make antibodies. This helps in interaction with the B cells and makes the antibodies. If we see the type 3 will be releasing the perforin chemical and destroys the host cell, means infected host cells will be killed here. So this is called as a cytotoxic. Cells which are infected will be killed here. So these are also called as killer T cells. These are also called as killer T cells. Coming to the T suppressor cells, this suppresses the function of both T and B cells. The next type is monocytes. This monocytes is also synthesized in the bone marrow. If we see the lifespan, this lifespan is not known till now. The lifespan of the monocytes is not known. It is comprising of 2 to 8% of total WBC. It has only single nucleus, and what is its function? It's engulfing the particles which enters into the blood. Means this will be taking up the particles in the blood and it kills the particle. The particles like microorganisms which enters into the blood, and already the present old RBCs and old WBCs are also killed with the help of monocytes. In some cases, monocytes are converted to macrophages. These macrophages develops into alveolar macrophages in alveoli and histiocytes in connective tissue and Kupffer cells in liver and osteoclasts in bone. These macrophages are in different places in different ways we'll call. Okay. So next, coming to the null cells. Null cells will have no surface receptors of T and B cells. So it cannot produce antibodies. So that we call these cells as null cells. 2 types of null cells are there, natural killer cells and killer cells. Natural killer cells, if we see, these are antibody independent. Killer cells are antibody dependent. Natural killer cells are have kidney shaped nucleus, and this kills the infected cells. This also kills the infected cells naturally without the production of antibodies. So it is antibody independent. If we see the killer cells, this is antibody dependent. It binds with the receptors for binding antibodies. It has the receptors for binding antibodies, means it destroys the pathogen with the help of antibodies. With the help of antibodies, it destroys the pathogens like bacteria, virus and fungi. So that we call this as antibody dependent. Here no antibody requirement is seen. Here the requirement of antibodies is seen to kill the pathogens. So this is about the cells of immune system.